What Lives in the Woods, Chapter 24. What do you mean you've never seen it? Will asks, incredulously. The typewriter is sitting on the counter in front of us, surrounded by piles of random things: old keychains, rusted bottle openers, a license plate. This shop sells some weird stuff. The woman behind the counter shakes her head. She pushes her glasses up her nose and bends down to inspect the typewriter one more time. I'm sorry, Will, but I've never seen it. It's truly a lovely piece, but it didn't come from my shop. My jaw drops. It's not possible. Leo saw the typewriter in the window just 3 days ago. My brother, he thought he saw this typewriter in your window on Saturday. Is there any chance you might have someone else working here who put it there and didn't tell you? She refocuses on me, pulling the glasses from her face. She nestles them in a mound of salt and pepper hair on the top of her head. Poor lady has the same hair I do. 50% wavy, 50% curly, and 100% annoying. I'm sorry, dear, but that isn't possible. My husband Arthur and I are the only ones who work here. We don't bring in new items without discussing them first. She takes another glance at the typewriter, then looks back at me. Plus, I was here Saturday, all day. Even if Art had purchased something for the store without telling me, I would have noticed it. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Sheldon. Will heaves the typewriter up off the counter and heads for the door, me on his heels. Oh, Will, she calls from the counter, the typewriter is beautiful. Once you figure out who the owner is, send them my way. Sure, he says, then under his breath, unless I smash it to bits first. I open the door for Will, then gently close it once we're outside. Want me to take it now? I try to sound brave even though I'm not. I don't want to touch that thing. Sad because I've always wanted a typewriter exactly like it, just not one that's possessed and sending creepy messages. Nah, you carried it the second half of the way here. It's my turn. We walk about a half block before seeing a bench. Will grimaces as he sets the typewriter down on it. We can't just wander around with this thing. We need a plan. Rummaging in my bag, I pull out my notebook. Good news for Will is that I always have a plan. I make a few notes, flip it closed, and turn to face him. As soon as my dad can drive us back to Woodmore, we'll go with him and take the typewriter with us. When do you think that will be? I check out the time on my phone. Probably about an hour and a half still, maybe longer. An hour and a half of carrying this thing around? He shoots a dirty look at the typewriter. That sucks. It does suck, especially since I have no idea what we'll do to kill the time, unless... Hey, is the ice cream shop open yet? It opens at 11. Why? I could lie and tell him I want to go there because I want more chocolate, but I'd feel bad. Plus, something tells me Will would know that's not true. Just listen to everything I have to say before you answer, okay? Okay. I get the feeling I'm not going to like what's coming. Maybe not, but if you hear me out, I think you'll agree. I take a deep breath and tell myself to get it over with, like ripping off a band-aid. I want to talk to Craig. Ask him a few questions. I know you said he doesn't talk about it, and maybe he still won't, but if he finds out something in Woodmore is terrorizing me, he might change his mind. Ugh, I don't know, Ginny. He gets really upset if I bring it up. He doesn't even know you. I get that, I do, but something happened to me last night, something worse than the mannequin. And you're just telling me that, and you're just now telling me this? I'm sorry, I didn't bring it up because we were so focused on the typewriter that there just wasn't a good time. I saw the shadows, Will. They were all over the ballroom. I can't tell my parents yet, though, not without another witness. And you want my brother to be the other witness? He asks. Yeah, think about it. If something bad happened to you and then you found out it was happening to someone else and you might be able to stop it, Wouldn't you want to? He thinks on this for a minute, then nods. I guess so. Just don't blame me if he shuts us down. I won't, promise. I open my notebook again and show him the page. This is where I'm keeping track of all the clues so far. See this one? I tap on the page where the words ticking song are circled. This is important. Ticking song, he repeats. What does that mean? A warm breeze blows my hair into my eyes. I brush it away. There's been this ticking sound ever since we arrived at Woodmore, like a clock, only it wasn't a clock. Not one I could find anyway. And then last night it got louder. That's why I went up to the ballroom. It led me up there. Will's eyebrows pinched together. I'm confused. Your clue says ticking song, not just ticking. Right. Last night it wasn't just ticking. There was a song behind it. The memory makes me feel jittery all over again, like I'm back in that dim ballroom listening to the ghostly melody. Will's eyes widen. What song? I don't know. I've never heard it before. I listened long enough to memorize a few bars and hum it. I open the voice memo and play it for Will. Somehow, even with the sun shining and the street beginning to fill up with travelers, it's just as eerie as it was last night. I don't like this, Ginny. Will looks from my phone to me. I don't know why you're so calm about this, but this is really messed up. We're in over our heads. We need help. Oh no, Will cannot start pushing us to tell someone about this. I'm not ready yet. I wave my hand in the air like his idea is silly, even though it isn't. Under any other circumstances, I would agree with him. All of this is bad, really bad, but I still don't have any concrete proof of it. Without that, I'm stuck here. It's fine. It's not fine, he argues. Look, most people would be peeing their pants over the shadows and the song and the typewriter and all of this. But you seem, I don't know, excited. Why? Is it just because you like mystery novels? Because this isn't fiction, Ginny. I think we're in danger. I think you're in danger. I know it's not fiction, I snap. I'm scared every time I'm in Woodmore. But I have to stay calm or I'll never see this through. Plus, the thing I said I'm missing back home is a writing workshop. I really wanted to go to it, but Dad got this job and made all of us leave. If I can prove to my parents that Woodmore is a dangerous place, then I might be able to get out of here and back home in time for the workshop. They won't believe you if you just tell them, he poses. Would you? His silence is my answer. Who would believe a story like this? It sounds like one of Agatha's novels. I need proof before I tell them about this. Will, solid proof. Without that, it will seem like I'm making up things so they take me back home. You have proof, though, he argues. You saw the shadows yourself. I nod sadly. Yeah, but I might have cried wolf a few times in the past. If I tell my parents about the shadows, they'll think it's just another burying a body in the backyard story. A what? Will asks, laughing. Never mind. Let's just say that I've told them some things in the past that didn't end up being exactly true. They won't believe me about this, I promise. Will's expression is unreadable. He stays quiet for a few long moments before finally saying, Then I'll help you. I'll help you talk to my brother. Really? Really? I can't help it. I throw my arms around him. Thank you. He laughs and hugs me back. What did you think? I was going to ditch you? I pull away and give him a half shrug. Kinda. You scared me with all that we're in danger stuff. I still believe that, for the record. I think we need to be really careful here. How much time do we have? I mean, if we're going to get you back home for the writing thing. Starts on Wednesday, I say glumly. My best friend Erica is signed up too, and she's going to be in it alone. The whole thing just sucks. I choke back the tears I can feel building. No, I will not cry. That would be even more embarrassing than admitting that I kinda sorta like Will. Will picks up the typewriter and balances it against his chest. Then let's go talk to Craig right now. We've only got 2 days to convince your parents to send you back home, so we can't waste any time.